Welcome back to another episode of the Better Half podcast. We're here making Wednesdays great again, and we're just giving you an hour of put a smile on your dial, make you laugh, and just let you sort of chime out of the everyday modern day bullshit.
Yes, and something really real. We're getting real.
Oh, just something you can just listen to, and easy listening is what we're going for, isn't it?
Well, you told me I haven't been talking enough, so here I am.
I'm coaching you.
I'm
a fully qualified yarnsman. I've done about 150 podcasts, and you're still getting there. When you get there, I'm going to get your certificate.
Are you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Just like what Tommy Dale did to poo on the Alpha Blokes. You're getting a yarnsman certificate. We've got a long way to go yet.
Yeah, I do know.
I'm like Yoda. You're like Luke Skywalker.
Well, you do call me Miss Have a Chat. So
you are Have a Chat.
Have a chat.
Now, guys, before we start, we didn't do this last week, and Nat did go there.
Sorry. My apologies.
The three rules. We at the end of the day, we don't want to upset anyone. We want to put smiles on people's dials and just help them switch off from the everyday bullshit of life. But in saying that, if you're easily offended, turn this podcast off. If you don't like swearing or adult themes, turn this podcast off. If you take yourself too seriously, turn this podcast off. And the most important one, guys, if you've got little children around, don't listen to it in front of them.
Pre-listen to it.
Yeah, it's your choice, but we just don't want to, going off last week, if a young kid was listening to it, you're going to have a bit on trying to explain some of the themes that were being discussed. So, just want to put that out there first and foremost, guys.
I must admit, our podcast, if I was listening to it and I had small kids, I'd pre-listen before.
Oh, yeah, no, I wouldn't. When I say small kids,
age appropriate.
I'm talking, under 15 sort of thing.
Yeah, like age appropriate.
Yeah. So.
And we're not that rogue, but
no, but I just want it to, if it goes in that direction, we don't have to go, oh shit, we shouldn't have said that,
Well, we're respecting,
and I don't want anyone to go, I listened to this and I got offended. It's like, well, fuck off, like don't listen to it.
Yeah, true. So, we are who we are, but I think most of the time people are pretty happy with it.
Yeah. Oh no, in saying that, we haven't had any negativity, but I just don't want that. The last thing I want to do is upset anyone. So.
Oh, it's not negativity, but we did get told by one person, it is very random, and the two of you.
No, it is. Exactly.
And they said, it's interesting watching you listen to say a quote or listening to a joke or something, and your faces and how you're taking it all in. And they said, while you're listening to that going on with the audio up here, it's quite interesting watching your faces, like how entertaining, just watching people think.
Now, Nat, this is our third attempt at doing this podcast.
Not my fault.
It's Monday morning. It's the King's birthday, thank Christ.
Happy birthday, King.
We wouldn't have got this off. So yesterday morning, we were going to do it Sunday morning, and I was as crook as a dog. What
was going on?
Stepdaddy was a bit under the weather.
Yeah, your tummy was a bit.
And then, I was just throwing up.
You had the ick.
I did, and you asked me.
You threw up.
I did. No, so hang on, wait for it. So you asked me that yesterday, and Sarah was in the vicinity of the room.
Oh.
I'm testing her out here because I said, do you listen to it? She goes, I don't fucking listen to it. She goes, it's just like being at home.
Oh, the podcast.
Yeah, so I'm going to test.
I thought you meant spewing.
No, I'm going to test if she's listening because I did spew that morning early, and I did it in her toilet in her bathroom.
Oh no, that poor kid.
She's going to be now. If she's listening.
She doesn't.
She will smash me in a couple of days when she hears it, I reckon. So we'll just do a test.
She said she's going to clean her bathroom today.
Yeah, she will.
So you might get.
No, I sanitise. I sanitise it and all that.
Oh, what with?
No, just she's got everything in there. Little rabbit.
I put everything in there. Not her.
Yeah.
But she can.
So we didn't get it done Sunday morning. I said to Nat, don't stress. I said we'll do it Sunday night. I'll edit it on Monday. I'll get Stu to edit it on Monday. It'll be sweet as a nut. And I had to work yesterday. We had a truck that was 2 hours late. It was everything went.
It went a bit messy, didn't it?
We had KFC. That was bad. But
You sure that's not what?
No, that was.
That
they actually fixed it. That KFC and an energy drink. I came good after that. That's what I said to you. I said.
So you eat KFC as well now?
No, Sam got it for everyone because we had to hang.
Oh well, that's nice of Sam.
A beer and KFC.
But I thought you didn't eat it.
No, I did yesterday, but I ate that and I felt good after. That's when I said to you. I rang you up and said we'll do it tonight.
Dirty bird.
She said, I rang her up. I said, we'll do the podcast tonight. Yeah, no worries. Yeah. I'm just going to go over to Steph's. And
I don't talk like an old lady.
Drinks. Yeah.
No, I didn't go to Steph's. I went to the Anchorage.
I know.
It was
She said, I'm going to go out for a couple of drinks. We'll come home and do the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, old love rocks up late, 10 o'clock at night, drunk, and then bought a hot Canadian nurse home with her.
Oh, she's Great.
So there was no podcast last night.
No,
It was only muppetry.
no.
Yeah, come home with a hot Canadian nurse.
What did I have? I had gin, and it was Farmer's Wife. Honestly, I don't mind a bit of Farmer's Wife. Yeah, she went down the hatch real well.
I know.
It doesn't sound good, does it?
No.
Anyway, I had
anyway-
her on rocks.
Yeah, you were both on the rocks when you got back here. But anyway.
Oh, anyway.
So here we are today, guys. So, we finally got it done. So
I was so grateful that I actually went out. I wasn't going to.
No, it's good.
I wasn't really feeling like it.
I didn't say anything. I wasn't going to give you the wifing when you get home. You know, when you've been out on the piss, you've had a mad night. And
You never give me the wife.
You come home and you get a wifing, you get the lecture. But you never did do it to me, so I didn't do it to you. So.
Yeah, but you usually have a laugh at me because...
But I was sitting here. It would have been nice to know because I was sitting here going, "Do I
sorry.
have a beer or not?" And I thought, "I'll have it." And I got to that time of the night, and I thought, "I'm just going to have a couple of beers because it's too late to do it now anyway."
Oh, I didn't know that you were like sitting.
You cut into me. Look, I'm easy going, but don't cut into me drinking time. Do not cut into my drinking time.
Yeah, but
It cost me 2 hours of drinking time. But anyway, let's
thanks
move
for
on.
waiting for me.
Just on that, guys, talking about drinking,
What? Oh, what do you got here?
I go into Dr. Dan's quite a bit. And you always see that international section that
Oh, yeah.
you just walk past
and
and you think, who the fuck buys that shit?
Well,
What I'm going to do, I'm going to go there every week. I'm going to get one of
Oh.
all these weird exotic beers. And they're not all weird and exotic, but just beers that I wouldn't normally drink. It's international beers. And we'll give them a crack. Because
I want to taste test anything that's gluten-free.
Oh, don't worry about that. That doesn't worry me.
No, well, it does worry me.
That sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, I know, but I don't normally drink at all. Like, I don't.
Oh, no,
do it.
John Athorn's daughter, she's squeaky clean,
No, dead set.
Weren't last night, but
Yeah, but the farmer's wife, her and I got along really well.
yes. Anyway. Yeah, so what I'm going to do every week, I'm going to just get one of these weird beers and just do a
Okay.
review on them. Because I did a pie review the other day and I got a lot of fan mail back.
Yeah, well,
I was going, what are you doing pie reviews now?
well, the bunch of ladies I was with,
The answer is I'll review whatever I want to review.
they all discussed it.
Yeah, so we're going to do not a beer review, but we're going to try one every week. So I'm
Do you know what?
just going to
They actually said too, it was so lovely to see you do a little bit of a plug for the business too, like the butcher that you're plugging,
yeah,
like
so-
to help him out. They
so
said
that-
that was awesome.
So that Avondale meats and seafood up at Bribey Island, guys. He's not a sponsor. I don't even serve him.
No.
I'm just from the industry. I did a pie judging competition up in Queensland last year. He won it. Everything he does is really good. So you're up in that Bribey Island area. Avondale
seafood,
meats,
amazing
His
up
sausages, everything is top end.
Yeah.
If you're in that area, definitely give him a plug. And just while we're on butchers, guys, I just want to give you all a shout out. I can't believe how many butchers.
I'm so grateful.
So anyone
for
that
their
doesn't
support.
Yeah, I did a podcast. It was called the Meat Game Podcast. It was an industry podcast, and obviously they all followed it because they're from the industry.
Yeah.
I didn't expect them to come over and listen to this one. There's quite a few of them that are sort of coming out now that say, "Oh, I listened and this and that." And
That's nice.
it's so good, guys. And we will like it's not all going to be talk. Like I don't talk much about butchering on this, but in saying that, I'm still part of the meat family.
Yeah, and I've dipped my toe in.
Yeah,
in
and
the
you've
industry.
been in it. So yeah, and we will talk about it from time to time, and we'll if I come across sausages or whatever, I'll give them a good plug. And yeah, but thanks for all your support, guys. It really means a hell of a lot.
It sure does, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
'cause I didn't expect any of you to come over because this is a different theme to what the Meat Game podcast was. But and I'll still jump on that from time to time. So
But I feel the industry, like, they do a lot of work outside of normal sort of work hours, and they are after something to entertain their brain while they're working.
I was about to say that last podcast we talked a lot about what happens at work and the work and all the information behind it. What we're basically doing here is what you guys talk about at Smoke.
Oh, we know what happens on Monday morning.
Yeah, this is what you guys talk
Weekend
about
chat.
at Smoko. So obviously that's why you guys are listening.
Well, I learn a lot when I was in the meat industry, not just about meat.
No, you got a real education. She came to Sydney and she got a real education.
But I'm so grateful for them. Like, I never actually got to thank the people I worked with, but I was a damaged woman. Like, and I didn't realise how bad I actually was. But the group of guys I worked with within that boning room, without me even knowing it at the time, I realised it afterwards. But they got this woman and rebuilt her confidence, rebuilt her mindset. And they didn't know No, I think they knew what they were doing, but I didn't know it at the time.
No.
But now I look back, and they were the greatest gift to me in my life. I wouldn't be the person.
There's some brilliant people in the meat industry, and
Yeah.
that was the whole reason we did the other podcast. There's 150 episodes on there, guys. I'm on
Yeah.
about 145 of them, so if you
Yeah.
want to go back and
I'm
listen
on
to it, go back and have a listen. So now back to this
Okay,
this beer. This is from Japan.
Right.
Japan's premium beer, Kirin Ikeban. Is that how you'd say that?
Kirin Ikeban. Do you want me to get someone from Japan to say it for us?
Kirin Ikeban.
Ikeban. Do they talk like that?
Kirin Ikeban. Yeah, that's how they talk.
Koran.
I love the
Ikeban.
Koran. It might be that.
Koran.
Yeah, anyway, I'll put a photo of it up there, guys. But I thought we'll give the Japanese beer a bit of a crack.
I'll see whether I can find someone Japanese to actually say it.
I am a fan of Japanese stuff. 5%
Are
alcohol.
you going to put it up there?
Yeah, it's up there now.
Yeah.
Can't you see it?
Oh, yeah, Dr.
On,
Dan.
on the screen.
Dr. Dan.
It's 5% alcohol. That's a really good start. First press.
5%. Well, that's all right. Do you do it like wine and swivel it around your mouth? Like,
That's good.
no spitting?
No, that's good.
Okay, describe it. Bitter?
It tastes.
Is it refreshing?
Very refreshing. Very light.
Has it got a citrusy
No,
undertone?
very typical Japanese. Very clean. Very light. Like it's they're not beautiful.
Yeah, but what flavours are you getting? Or can't you taste anything? Turn the bottle around so everyone can see.
No, it's up there.
Oh, yeah, true. Sorry. What's on the front? I can't see it up there. From
When
where
you touch
I'm
it, you'll get gluten on you.
Oh, is that a dragon?
No, it's a dragon. Yeah, it's Japanese.
I love dragons.
Yeah, I love the Japanese culture. So that's a win, guys. I'll put that up there
Yeah,
now.
put it. Oh, you're going to drink that, are you?
I'm not going to.
Like while we're here?
Yes,
Oh, right.
it's Sunday morning.
Brandon, it's very early.
Oh,
I suppose
There we go.
it's my fault because I came home last. Oh, and then I had to do the club run.
I saw a thing on TikTok,
Oh.
and the son comes out. The father's sitting outside. He said, "What time is it, Dad?" He said, "Hang on, I'll find out." He said, "How do you know? You haven't got a watch." He said, "Go and get me a beer." He cracks it. Oh, love sticks her head out the window. She goes, "Drinking beer at 11 o'clock in the morning." He goes,
There you go.
See, son, it's 11 o'clock.
Shout out to the CC. I did a run to there last night too.
Country club.
Yep. Country Club, Shoal Bay. We had to do a drop off and pick up.
Your daughter gets around the.
Oh, and of course, I'm getting good at the whole drop off, come home, jump into her bed so I don't wake you up, have a little power nap, and it's always just as about you're going to go into that deep, deep sleep. I'm ready now. I'm like,
Yeah, we've got to get her a car so then she can do her own.
oh, anyone who's got a car that is in really good condition, low Ks, trying to sell it, we need a car.
Yeah,
It's good for a girl. It has to be in good nick. We don't buy crap.
yeah. No, I've got to get her a car, so
She'll be right. We'll find one.
we've got to find one.
Well, she's found a lot of them, but we sort of don't think it's quite practical, do we?
No.
She wants the four-wheel drive like everyone's doing around
Oh,
here.
and they know everything when they're 18, but anyway, it's yeah.
Well, she does actually. I'll give it to her. She does know quite a bit for her age because she's walked a big path already. But
Yeah.
cars, a little bit,
Oh, I just
not a lot.
don't want to see her get. You know, when you're done with a car that's a heap of shit and it just costs you money. It's
Oh, the
just,
cost of tyres.
Oh, it's just there's nothing
big
worse when you've got a
cars.
car. It's just every time you take it for a service, there's extra shit
Uh-huh.
to do.
Yeah,
And when you're on apprentice wages, it's a fuck.
yeah.
So,
She'll be right in a couple of years. She'll be able to get
just got
whatever.
to get it one. But you want one too that you're not spending too much in case it gets
Yeah,
reversed into park by feel and all that.
yeah, yeah. And you don't want one where if you get a little scratch, like you're not
No.
gonna
No.
sook up about it.
No.
Do you want me to tell you my joke while it's fresh in my head?
Oh, strap in, guys. Nat's
This
got
one's for you, Shannon. Shannon Walker.
Shannon Walker. Nat's
Yeah.
got a joke.
Strap in.
Strap in, mate.
Maybe I should have a segment. Strap in. Nat's got a joke.
Strap on.
Well, it's not. Oh, anyway, so this lady had a gyno appointment, right?
Yeah.
And they're never fun. Like you go in and they always want to investigate something.
Yeah.
So she goes into the gyno, really nervous, hasn't been before, so she doesn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Anyway, she's in there. The gyno's, "G'day, how you going?" We sat down. They had a chat about what they got to do, but he's got to explore a little bit further, which means you're up on the table, get your panties off.
Yep.
Like I had one doctor go, "Take off your bunty," and I went, "Oh, good-o."
When I say that, you tell me to fuck off.
Yeah, but you don't go take off your bunty and sort of glare at you and get on the table. And I looked at her, I went, "Oh, God." Anyway, off track. So, anyway, this poor lady, she's really uncomfortable and nervous. And they said, "Look, we're going to have to go in. We're going to have a look and take some specimens." And she's like, "Oh, okay, so what do I do?" And he said, the gyno said, "Hop up on the table and put your legs up in the stirrups." Now, I hate the stirrups. I think they're awful. But anyway, we won't go there. So she hops up, puts her legs up in the stirrups. She said, "Is this going to hurt?" And he said, "Well, some people find it uncomfortable, some people don't." So he said, "But I can numb the area."
Yep.
Right? So she's like, "Oh, okay, well, this could work."
Yep.
It's up on the table. He's getting gloves on, getting it all ready. Anyway, and of course they always, you've probably never experienced it, but they always shine like a torch in on the opening.
Yeah.
So they get a real good look inside of you. So anyway, so he does all that, gets that right. Either they have a headlight or they have this torch that they on an arm and they put it in there. So her legs are up like this, and he's, no, she'd be like this, wouldn't she? Anyway, and he gets there to the opening.
Yeah.
And she's really worried about it hurting. And he said, "I'll put some stuff on there to help you." And he goes, "You ready?" And she goes, "Yep." And he goes, "Num, num, 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 num."
What's a gynecologist and a pizza delivery driver got in common?
Did you like it?
I did.
I remembered it.
You did. You
I
did
did
very
a good
well.
job.
What's a gynecologist and a pizza delivery driver got in common?
Pizza delivery driver.
And a gynecologist. What have they got in common?
They always go to the door.
They can smell it, but they can't eat it.
How do you remember jokes?
You brought the gynecologist thing up. I didn't know, so that's your fault. This podcast. I'm going to say I was going to say this on the podcast, but our podcast is. I was editing the other week. I thought it's very sexual, and I don't mean it to be that way. It's coming back on you, I think.
Yeah, because I don't think
very
people
sexual.
talk about things. How can I put it? So for me to go to a gynecologist, I get uncomfortable, and what they have to do to you. In our heads, we make it almost a nerve-wracking experience. But it shouldn't be.
No.
We should talk about it more, make it more.
Yeah, no, 100%.
It's an okay thing.
100%.
Like, I've had them go in there and open it up and, put dye in there to make it change a different colour.
You heard it here first, guys.
No, well, they're checking for cancerous cells.
Yeah. I know what they're checking for, yeah.
And, well, no, they check for all sorts of things.
They're not just muff diving, no. They're actually doing it
But
for
it is something that's so invasive and it's nerve-wracking.
Yeah, but it's better than dying from cancer.
But it's not as bad as what our minds because we don't talk about, no, look, I had this done. The women don't sit around and talk about it enough.
No.
And I just think.
Well, they just need to listen to the Better Half podcast and they will be fully informed.
Well, we were discussing that last night amongst, I think there was 7 of us. And I said to the women that we talk about all sorts of things on the podcast. I said, I'm not afraid to talk about.
We're going to get the Canadian nurse on here, guys. She came back. She's a bit of a weapon, so we're going to. Wow. What was the?
Oh.
Nat goes, so we might get on the podcast. I thought, I don't know.
Yeah.
And she come out. What was the story? Oh,
she said she got the ick from this dude that she was seeing.
Yeah.
Anyway, and she was.
And he had the same name as a brother.
They were connected.
Yeah. She was riding.
No, he was riding.
He was riding.
And she's like, all right, cool. She said, I just need a bit of loving, blah, blah, blah. And he's on top and he's going for it.
Yeah.
Then he stops. And she's like, oh, okay. And he starts circulating his pelvis and mooing at the same time, like, and while she's telling me, I said, so he mooed on you. And she goes, what?
What, like a cow?
Yeah. And I was like, what? And Anyway, all the other women are sort of sitting there going, and I'm going, nah, I'm a visual person. So all I saw was her at the bottom, he's on top, rotating his hips and mooing. And then I saw his head as a cow. And I'm like, that would be the most, how could you even stay focused?
No, you'd hope it finished quickly.
Don't ever moo.
Anyway, we'll get and she can go into detail with that.
Moo. Like, like,
Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it?
it's fucking weird.
Fucking weird.
Anyway, look, whatever works in the bedroom, but mooing is something
Yeah,
else.
you've both got to get off on it. Not
Have you heard of this choking that people do?
no.
I think,
Oh, I've heard of choking. Yes.
no, but the
Some
men choking the women.
Yeah, some people like it. Some women like it.
But if you do it wrong, you're actually choking them. I didn't know
No, I
this.
think they have a tap out thing. I knew
No,
a bloke.
if you choke, you got to hold their neck. I can't move because this microphone.
No, they do
I
it, but I
talk
think
with my
they
hands.
tap out. It's like UFC, they tap out.
No, but you got to hold the neck in a certain position so she can keep breathing.
No, they choke. They
Choke them out like, Oh, so they get off on getting dizzy. That is bizarre. Like,
Happened to one of the blokes at work. She choked him and she knocked him out. One of the one of the Kiwi boys. Yeah, he said, bro, because she was hot. I said, how'd you go? He goes, oh, bro. He goes, I was fucking frightened, traumatized.
oh,
So what happened? He said she choked me and I passed out.
what about old mate
Mid-route.
when he was riding this chick, but he was that drunk that he passed out on top of her mid.
Oh yeah, that was yeah.
I just went, you what?
Mm.
Anyway,
There
what
you go.
happens in the bedroom probably should stay in the bedroom or wherever it was on the Chase Lounge that he took camping.
Yeah.
Who takes their couch?
Because he loves rooting. Oh, I shouldn't say his name.
Oh, beep. Beep that one out. Stewie, get onto that. Stewie, the editor.
And
How's Stewie going? We haven't talked about Stewie.
Stu's going to have the shits because he's going to have to get right into his work after we finish here and edit it. Do some very quick editing
Oh, yeah, because we've...
because we've got to post this tomorrow. So
Sorry, Stewie.
yeah, so we'll he's going to have a bit on later on, but anyway, he'll get through it
Yeah.
without blowing up too much. We've got a really good editor now, guys.
Isn't it stupid?
Editor. I always say that.
I can't remember a lot of stuff, but I can remember really sick, like, jokes and...
Oh, you hear a few of them
Yeah, anyway.
in the meat industry.
So how's your beer going? Do you...
No, it's very nice.
What's the aftertaste in your
Ah,
mouth?
that's beautiful. I don't know how to go if you've had 10 of them, but
What do you
that's
mean
it's
if you had 10 of them?
Oh, you could drink. You could have a session. Well, some beers you can have one or two.
Oh,
Like
okay.
extra dry.
Oh.
That's a great example.
Oh.
I can have one or two of them, but I can't have a session on them because I don't know what it is. I just can't have a session on
Do you
them.
reckon it'd be a summer beer, though?
Yeah, summer beer. Yeah, it's a light beer.
It's real fresh,
Yeah, fresh light.
crispy.
Yeah.
Does it taste like ricey?
No, it
Has
just
it-
tastes like beer.
Not that I'm picking on the Japanese side of it.
It's a little bit like that Tasmanian beer, that Cascade.
Okay.
But it's nicer. It's,
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's a good beer, 100%. So I'll do that again next week. We'll try and get the most
Okay.
fucked up beer we can find, or from some crazy country.
I reckon I might go online and get some Farmer's Wife.
Yeah, I'll try and find
Distillery
it.
gin.
Dr. Dan's.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah,
now this week, first week back at work,
yeah.
which was
Oh, yeah. How'd you go?
yeah, no, it was a bit. It's hard at work too now because it's really, it's hard in itself. Like just not from everything else. It's like meat prices at the moment, guys. Be gentle with your butcher. It looks like everyone's ripping you off, but they're absolutely not. Everything is historically dear. It's just ridiculously dear. Stock's really hard to find, and it's just a nightmare at work. And then on top of everything else that's going on, like I have time.
Why is stock hard to find?
It's just short.
Short. Yeah.
So it's just very tough at the moment. And then I've got everything else going on.
Mentally,
Yeah.
and emotionally.
Yeah, it's still this week. You just every now and then you'll just find yourself just going, "Fuck, is this real?" Like it just doesn't feel real. Like,
Yeah.
it just doesn't.
Do you find that it comes in waves?
Yeah, it does.
And
You can go really, really good, and then you can be in the car.
we're talking about grief here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was actually good. I was talking to a bloke on TikTok this morning, and it was just by chance. I got up. I still wake up. You know, I wake up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning
Oh, we know that you're awake in bed
naturally
because
And
you wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
And I come downstairs and I was jumped on TikTok and I was talking to a bloke this morning and it was just coincidence that we met.
Yeah.
And his father died 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And we sort of got
About the
talking.
same age?
Yeah, he's the same age as me.
Yeah, right.
So it's you're old enough that it's not unexpected that it happened, but it's you probably both our fathers died way too young.
Mm-hmm.
And we got talking, and it was just we were going through exactly the same things. Like I said, he said it just doesn't feel real. I said I know. You still think he's going to ring up or he's going to walk through the door and go, this whole thing was a piss take, like it's. And he said I just find myself looking at the funeral brochure, and I said I do that too. I've stopped doing it because it just carves me up too much.
Yeah.
But I said I'll always keep it, but it just at the moment it's just so raw. But it was so good to talk to him because we're both in exactly the same boat.
That's nice.
Yeah, so it's just if shit like that happens, guys, and you do come across someone that's been in the same boat as you, it's good to talk about it because I didn't mean for it to happen. It just sort of happened.
Because you had, I don't know whether this is the right wording, but you had pre-grief before his actual passing.
The last 10 years for my family has been so hard.
But for all, probably particularly you because you didn't live in the same town.
Yeah.
What I noticed was with things that we discussed was you said, I think of something, I want to ring him and chat to Dad about it.
Yeah.
But I can't anymore because, number one, he can't use a phone because he couldn't use his hands anymore and his speech had gone.
And that's the other thing too. I lived away for so many years.
But that pre-grief is so challenging. There's things.
Yeah, but I thought that would help me when it happened.
No,
I thought you won't have any grief because you've already had it, but it actually, it still comes. So.
But it was interesting. Last night, one of the ladies said it's really hard when you see a phone number in your phone. You think, I'd love to ring that person, but they're gone.
Yeah.
But she said that's once they've passed.
Yeah.
Whereas that sort of hit something for me because I thought Brandon has had that pre-grief beforehand, whereas most people get that after the passing, whereas you've lived with that. And that's a whole different ball game, I feel, for people to work through.
Yeah.
Is that I can't any longer communicate with my loved one, even though they're there right in front of me.
Yeah.
Like that
it's hard. The whole thing's been hard.
Yeah. But one thing I would say is thank you to everyone who has shown their condolences and spoken to Brandon about it.
Yeah, I'm still getting messages.
But at the same time, and it's not that we're upset by it, but on the other side of it, to have to keep bringing it up, and it's anyone who's going through grief, but to have to keep almost rehashing. And
no, it's just that it's not so much the people that I'm still getting messages, and I really appreciate it, guys. They're beautiful, and you're reaching out because you care, and it's good to talk about that. What I was getting at with that is when I went to work, and I was every single customer, like I'll ring 40 people a day, every single customer, I had to go back through it with all, and it's only because they're trying to show their
love and care.
The first day that was hard because it was like every single customer I had to go back.
But I don't think people talk about that as in they appreciate it, but at the same time, it is still really hard talking to, keep talking.
You've got to, they're showing you the respect to say,
absolutely.
I respect you, I'm sorry, and you've got to show them respect by going through it. But it's just very hard. Yeah. It's very hard.
Like I'm being very real about on the other side of that phone call is still someone who is going, I really appreciate it, but deep down it's like, this is still really hard to talk about and work through it. And it's okay to feel that way.
Yeah.
I actually think a lot of people try and pull it together because we've got to be, I don't know, you can't show your emotions while you're at work, or you can't shed a tear because it shows you're not coping. You are coping.
Yeah, and that's why I've been so open about it, because I want all you to say that it is okay, and it's okay to feel like shit. Like I've said before, if you feel like shit, it doesn't mean your life's shit. It just
I actually think the people around
it's okay
you,
to feel like that.
If you're showing that, today in this minute or that half hour where you are feeling quite low and you are feeling it, or you might shed a tear, the people around you, as long as they just put their hand on your back or, shake your hand or whatever, it actually, I don't know, it's like your tribe around you is supporting you while you're working through your stuff. I think we need to do that more. There's not enough of it.
No.
But
anyone that still has their mum and dad, do not take it for granted. Everything in this life is temporary. Everything. Yeah. Don't sort of take it for granted. Tell them that you love them. Don't, because when they're gone, there's all these things that you get the regrets. You think, I didn't do this and I didn't show him that, or I overreacted with him. I was too hard on him. I was always hard with him. It's just.
Yeah, but at times he was hard with you.
Yeah, but
it's benefited you.
Tell him that you love him.
Yeah. But don't just say I love you.
Show them.
Acknowledge those tiny little things that mean a lot to you.
And when they're trying to help you and they're telling you something you don't want to hear, just
Yeah.
go with it a bit, like.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, sit and listen, but also look at it. Why are they telling me this? For some reason.
They're telling you because they give a shit. That's all it is.
Yeah, but
at the time you think, oh, here we go again, another fucking lecture. Look.
Yeah, but for some reason behind that lecture, there's a lesson that they've learnt that they want
in hindsight,
pass on.
In hindsight, you look back and you go, he was right, and you took his head off that day, and he was right, and he was only trying to help you.
Oh, I've taken my dad. My dad's still alive. God love him. Like he's got through last year. We didn't know whether we were going.
He came close to the.
That was.
Yeah.
That was scary, but I've still got him. Mum's had breast cancer. We didn't know where that was going.
Yeah, no, you've had a close call, and both your parents have had a close call.
And myself.
Yeah.
But it's those little things. See, this is where even amongst the women last night, it was really interesting. They were talking just about general everyday stuff, right? And I took away from it that we need to, as people, and I think everyone needs to check in with themselves going, you are going to get the most out of your partner, your husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, your kids, your friends. If you acknowledge the efforts that they make into even a mum preparing a meal. This was something that triggered me, like bear with me. A mum goes into a lot to prepare a meal for a family. It's not just whack on the veggies and the roast. It's the fact of they go through getting the groceries. They're tired, they're exhausted, they're having to go into a supermarket with lots of people. They might bump into someone. They may not feel like chatting that day. They're drained, whether it's mum or dad doing it, whoever's doing that. And I'm using the meal prep as an example. Kids come home, mum's put so much effort into buying the food, getting it home, unpacking it, having it there, organising what meal, preparing it, doing the dishes, cleaning up, making sure that the meals are all made. And you get, oh, is that what we're having? I don't feel like that. Dad comes home, he's in a mood, hasn't even noticed. And that person, whether it be mum or dad, I suppose, or the child making it for the family, but that person, if they get that regularly enough that they're not noticed for what those little things, as in that effort to make that meal, you do get chipped away at and depleted. And I think that's where it comes back to, if you're not just saying I love you, but it'd be like me saying to you, Brandon, I'm so grateful that you made me breakfast this morning. Yeah. I really appreciate it. And I did, because I thought I didn't have to think about it.
Marble score 4, Scotch fillet, you'd want to.
Yeah, but it's the fact that you found that piece of meat. You knew that I'd love it because it's a Scotchy. You knew I love it barbecued, all of that, and you know I love protein for breakfast. It's not the fact that, to me, that's you showing me your love language. That's love. Yeah. You don't have to say I love you, babe, in the morning. No. The fact you did that, and I think we need to bring it back to that. So many people are missing that within their circle. Yeah. So when we say I love you, or tell the people you love them, acknowledge those things, because what you'll find is that person is going to be a lot more themselves around you. They're going to be a lot more fun. They're going to be a lot more relaxed. Yep. And you will find you get, a better relationship. Yep. And when the crappy stuff comes along, it won't feel as big. No. Because you're not weighing on, they didn't even like what I cooked for them, or they don't even notice what I do. Yep. All that head noise starts to dissipate a bit. Anyway, I can get quite deep.
Now I'm going to go on a rant. I know we try not to do it.
A rant?
No, I'm going to go on a rant and I'm not having a crack at anyone's religion or anything like that.
Are you all right? Look.
Don't carry on. This is just a fact that I didn't...
Brace yourself.
No, I didn't realise this was actually going on.
Yeah?
So last week, there was that stabbing in Southampton in London. Right. Man who said he carried knife as part of a Sikh faith, guilty of murdering Southampton student. A man was found guilty of murdering university student with a 21 centimetre long knife he claimed he was carrying for religious purposes. When police arrived at the scene in Southampton, Victor Digwa, 23, falsely alleged that the victim, 18-year-old Henry Nowak, which was a student, had racially abused him, knocked his turban off, prompting police to handcuff the teenager before it was discovered his fatal wounds. So when the police arrived there, they got the kid, handcuffed him. He'd just been stabbed, fatally. And they had him handcuffed on the ground, that was fucked up in itself. Then the coppers probably didn't know he'd been stabbed, but, they went straight for him first. The alarming thing I found, this is a dagger.
Okay, right.
Which is it's stock standard murder. People carry knives and they stab people with it. The thing that I had to look into this, they can carry it legally for religious purposes. So I reckon so no one else can, but they can carry a dagger because it's part of their religion.
Okay, so tell me.
So I grew up on a farm, guys. I've carried a pocket knife for 30 years. I don't carry it anymore because if I get wandered or whatever, I get arrested. Even if it's a little pocket knife, I get arrested. And I've never hurt anyone, and I've got no intentions of ever hurting anyone. I can't carry it, but he can carry a 21-centimetre dagger. And I thought, that's in England. That wouldn't happen over here.
What? Don't tell me.
And I'm not having a crack at anyone's religion here. Please don't.
No, but
this is just a fact, and I just reckon this is fucking bullshit.
But their religion, what do they use it for?
Well, I said in Australia, does this happen in Australia?
No.
Yes, in Australia, sheiks who wear a kirpan.
Yeah, is that like a
kirpan? Ceremonial article of faith are generally allowed to carry it with genuine religious purposes. So I said, what states? It says, however, the exact legal basis differs on states and territories. It doesn't. I checked that out. New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, Tasmania, Northern Territory, and ACT. They can walk around with these legally, but New South Wales has just banned it from happening in schools. Now, I'm not, and it's a Punjab Indian religion, a Sikh. I don't know a lot about it, but I just can't see how I can't carry a little pocket knife around with me, but he can carry a 21-centimetre dagger because it's part of his religion.
Well, what part of the religion? To cut their dinner up?
I'm going to put a photo of it up there now. Now, please, guys, I'm not attacking these guys. I just think this is what happens. People carry knives around and people get stabbed. I'm of the belief, I think, I carry it. I use a pocket knife at work, cutting strings, trimming carcasses, all the rest of it. I think, look, if they've got religious reasons, I think they should be background checked. I think I should be able, do
they have a license saying?
That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at.
Right.
If they carry it for religious purposes, you should be background checked.
Yes.
And you have a license to carry it. I should have the same right if I want to.
Yes.
If I use a knife for my work.
Yes.
I should have a permit for it, and I should be background checked, and I'm safe to use it. Apart from that, if your religion says that you need to carry a 21-centimetre dagger around with you, well, sorry, you're in Australia now. We don't do that here.
But I could say I'm of that religion and carry my knives around.
I just think it's...
Not that I've got a dagger.
I just don't see why someone would need to do that. But an Australian-born person can't carry a pocket knife. He'll get arrested. But these sheik can walk around with his knife. I just think it's bullshit.
So because when
and this is what's happened. So the murderer was a sheik, and he did it with that knife. And if I'll put a photo of it up there now, it looks like a murder weapon. It's just. I'm not having a crack at anyone. I just thought that was bizarre. That's just crazy, I reckon. I think they should, and I do think there should be permits for them. I use one at work, and if I bring it home to sharpen, I put it in my briefcase, so it's not on me. So if I get pulled over.
It's like a gun licence, I suppose. You need a.
What am I supposed to do? If I get pulled over and they say they went through my car and they found it in my briefcase, I'll probably still get in trouble. What am I supposed to do?
But I used to carry a kit of knives, and my knives were.
I have had a copper pull me over when I was in Sydney, and I had butcher's knives on the passenger seat. And I was okay with this. He pulled me over. It was 3 o'clock in the morning. He said, "Where are you going?" He said, "Oh, you got weapons in the car." I said, "Oh, I'd call them a tool." The copper goes, "Well, I'd call them a weapon." He said, "Do you not see that as a weapon?" I said, "Oh, look, will it hurt someone?" Yeah. I said, "I use it to bone."
Well, I used to
But what he said is, just put it in the boot.
Oh.
So he said, just say you can't, in road rage, access it, pull it out and stab. I'm 100% okay with that.
I get that.
But again, I think you should be able to have a license. And the same thing, if I've got a little pocket knife on me and I forget that it's in my pocket, and this has happened, and I've walked into a shopping centre, I think, oh shit,
Oh,
If
yeah,
someone- if-
it's easy forgotten.
I think if someone warns you and you've got it on you, you can say, you go, look, mate, you're carrying a pocket knife. I say, look, here's my license. And they'll say, yep, play on. And they'll probably say, you don't need it in a shopping centre. I'll say, look, mate, I stopped in here on the way home from work and I forgot it.
Yeah.
I think you get a pass on that, but I think they've got to,
Oh, jeez.
instead of just banning things, but I'm an Australian-born person. I can't carry it, but these people can come from overseas, and because it's part of their religion, they can carry it. Well, sorry, mate.
No.
We don't carry knives in this country, and we don't. If you need to carry it for your religion, go back to where you come from.
Yeah, I agree with
carry
that.
it there, or the coppers need to put permits out for
Yep.
people that can legally have a
Yep.
knife on them.
But you need to go
And
through
you need
a
to be
psych report.
Yes,
You need to
yeah.
have police checks. You
And
need,
I'd be happy to do that because I've got no violence. I've never had
and
any.
maybe the knife has to also be blunt. You
No,
can't.
it's just got to be a certain size. Like you can't walk around with a hunting knife, but I'm talking about something that you used to cut string with. you know.
So for their religion, what do they
I
use
saw
it
a bloke
for on
getting-
a daily basis?
I saw an electrician getting done with a Leatherman on him.
Are you serious?
Fucking bullshit.
Well,
Yeah, but these sheiks can walk around with a dagger and it's all good.
I got pulled up at the airport and I was carrying my steels with me
Yep.
because I was travelling.
I think if they're in your bag though, it's okay.
I had 'em
as long
in
as you
my-
can't access them.
No, I had them in my carry-on,
Yeah, no, you're in trouble.
but they were a steel, not my knives.
Won't matter.
Anyway,
Nail clippers, they'll pull you up.
and I thought, weird, because I was going to sharpen Mum's knives for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, and my F-dick, I love it, and it's got multiple sides on it.
Yep.
Anyway, awesome steel. I thought, it's just like a rod. What am I going to do with it? Like,
Yeah, but you could hit some with it. Or, yeah.
Anyway, so it was interesting. I was at Sydney Airport and they actually pulled me up, pulled it out, and they said, "Excuse me, ma'am, what is this?" And I said, "It's a knife sharpener. It's a steel."
Yeah.
And I said, "Is there an issue with it?" And they said, "Well, you could use it as a weapon."
Yep.
And they said, "What are you going to use it for?" And I said, "I'm travelling to my mother's and I was going to sharpen her knives."
Yep.
They said, "Do you have any knives in the bag?" And I said, "No."
Yep.
And I said, "It's just a steel that you use to..."
Yeah, but you can still smack someone with it, or
They actually let me through with it. I couldn't believe it. But I had to talk them through.
But you can, like I know butchers that, I know Australian guys in the Australian butcher team, they're flying around all the time.
Yeah.
And I said, how do you go with all that? Is it,
Yeah, how
is it
do
a
they?
drama getting through customs? They said, no, if it's in your luggage and you
Yes,
say that
correct.
there's weapons in the luggage
Yes.
and what it is, he said,
Yep.
you're sweet as a nut. But
Yep.
with your carry-on, that's where that you can't have nail clippers or anything in there. So that's fair enough. So you can't access it. They
Yeah.
said if it's in your luggage, you can't access it.
Yeah, I didn't sort of think twice because I didn't think to put in my luggage that I'd checked in. But yeah, but if these religious people are carrying a weapon around, do they get to go through the airport with it?
Oh, who'd know? But it's just, I just think there's rules for some and not others. I don't think it's bullshit. So, and if they have to have it for their religion, good. You get a background check, sight check, and you're approved to have it. Same as a gun license. I think,
Well, let's go there
because I'd be happy to do that.
Because if someone's got a protection order out on them,
Yeah, first thing they do is take
they take the guns off them and their license.
Yeah, which I'm all agreement.
Fair call. Even if it's a minor type, minor type offence, but it's a protection order.
Yeah. But they want it, so if you lose your shit, you can't go home, get your guns and go and plug your ex-wife. Look, that's what it is.
But some people will dispute it and do everything to get it back
Yeah.
while that order is in place.
Yeah.
Guess what?
What?
They can, or that they can dispute it and get it back, even if they have no real purpose for it at all in life.
Yeah.
That is
That's
scary.
bullshit, yeah. Yep.
And I know that.
Yep.
I understand that. It's sickening.
But it's like the machete bins in Victoria.
Oh,
The legitimate people,
Oh!
they all handed them in, and the criminals are still running around killing each other with them.
they're not going to hand them in.
It's like the gun laws.
That's the silliest
But
thing.
it's like the gun laws. So there was a shooting 2 days ago.
Yeah.
The coconut cartel, his wake.
Yeah.
He pulled out an AK-47, fully automatic. It must have been a kid because he couldn't shoot for shit. You could stand out the front and this kid wasn't going to hit you.
Gunman opening fire on a function centre where Lamalu's parents planned a viewing of his body. filming themselves pumping more than a dozen bullets into the venue just after 2 p.m.
But he's pulled out an assault rifle. So the gun laws, all you're doing is penalising gun laws, knife laws. All you're doing is penalising the people that do the right thing.
Yeah.
And the criminals, they're still running around with them. They don't,
look.
The criminals don't worry about laws. They don't go, I better not do that because it's illegal.
Or I won't hand it in.
But instead, they penalise the farmers. They penalise the workers like me. It's just bullshit, and crime's gone up. It hasn't changed anything.
No.
It hasn't changed anything.
I think there needs to be.
I didn't want to get into. I don't get into government shit and all that. You don't want to hear about that.
No.
But I just thought I'd bring that one up because I thought that's fucking crazy.
I still want to know what they're using this knife for within
it's a flash religious.
Is it in a case?
Yeah, it's a flash looking casing, but I just don't. And they carry it around their shoulder, but
why?
I don't know.
Like, are they going to?
If anyone does know, chuck it in the comments.
Yeah, I actually would like to know.
And if you're of Indian descent or Punjab or whatever, Sikh or whatever, we're not having a crack. I just think it's a.
I think we should look this up and find out.
It's a touchy one because knife crime and that's so big at the moment, and they're trying to crack down on
Yeah.
it. And then you get this.
Now
happening.
I've just got curiosity.
And this all stemmed from. I'm not having a crack at race or anything. This all stemmed from a murder that happened a week ago. That's how I got reading about it. So
yeah.
But I decided to bring it up. It's just it's a good time. Something that needs to be discussed.
I like to learn about different religions.
Yeah.
And
I respect all religions.
I studied religion, and I got top marks in it.
Yeah.
In the Catholic religion.
Yeah.
But the more I dove into that, the more I was sort of.
I respect anyone's choice.
But it was very interesting
to do anything. I judge a person on them, not what religion they are, not what colour they are.
No.
I don't care about any of that. I don't follow any religion. I'm more into spirituality than religion.
Yeah.
Probably closer to Buddhism is what I follow more than anything. But I don't care what you're from or whether
No, as long as you're good to me, I'll be.
But what I do
good to
care
you.
about an 18-year-old kid's lost his life because he was stabbed with a dagger that a bloke could legally carry around. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Because of his.
I don't care what religion he's from or whatever. I'm
No.
just thinking like an 18-year-old man's lost his life.
Yeah.
Because in the heat of the moment, this is why they don't want you carrying knives. They've obviously they've had a blue.
Yeah.
However it started, who knows? Whether he knocked his turban off, whatever. But this bloke had access to a knife in the heat of a moment. He's pulled it out and killed the bloke.
Do you know what? If you're religious and you follow your religion, you wouldn't be blueing.
You shouldn't be wanting to kill
and you
anyone.
wouldn't be killing people like that.
I'm not religious and I've got no,
Yeah.
it's just not an option to kill someone,
Choose love.
Unless it's in battle or it's in protection of your family, but not just because you had an argument,
Choose love and kindness over.
Yeah, I just thought that was crazy.
Wow.
Anyway, another thing I did find funny when we were in Victoria, just getting off that,
what?
they still call Woolworths Safeway down there.
Oh, did you see that?
I noticed it. Yeah, they still.
Wow. Oh, they haven't changed.
So anyone from Queensland, New South Wales, or the rest of the country, I moved down to Victoria.
No, it's called Woolworths now, isn't it?
But everyone still calls it Safeway.
Oh, everyone calls it Safeway, but it's labelled Woolworths.
But when we moved, they changed it all. When we moved down to Victoria, it wasn't. It was a Woolworths. Everything, the labelling was everything the same, but it was called Safeway.
But everyone goes, oh, I went to Safeway, and you go.
And they still, people of our generation down there still call it Safeway.
It's quite entertaining, isn't it?
So I had a bit of a look.
Oh, yeah.
In Victoria, I just wanted to say, I thought, well, obviously Woolworths bought out Safeway at some stage, so I thought I'll fact check. I'll have a look. In Victoria, many people still call Woolworths Group Safeway because Woolworths actually bought an existing supermarket chain called Safeway back in the 1980s, so it happened ages ago. But they still branded it as Safeway. Safeway supermarkets were already very established in Victoria before Woolworths expanded heavily there. So I'd say they kept it the same name to try and keep everything the same. In 1985, Woolworths purchased the Australian Safeway business from the American company that originally owned it. So that's when it all happened. But between 2008 and 2017, Safeway stores were gradually renamed to Woolworths.
They were.
I agree with that because when I was living down there, they were always Safeway. And then when I left and I came back, they were all branded Woolworths again. So, but I just thought it was funny that people still call it Safeway. Like, if someone says to me down there Safeway, you think, Woolworths. Like,
have you ever heard people say Targets?
Targets.
And Bilos?
Target. I remember Bilo. Bilo was good.
Yeah, but they call it Bilos.
Yeah.
And Nothing. And, Targets. When they go to Target.
I just thought that was cool. That they still
But
call it
Safeway.
that.
I actually have noticed that, particularly with like proper rural country people, is that you can change the name, but that's where the shop is.
Yeah, they just...
They don't care what
It's just-
label you put on it. They go, or if you're telling some old codger, oh, you know, if he says, oh, where do you get your, you know, your fruit from? You go, oh, you know, where old Barlow's was?
Yeah.
And they'll go, oh, yeah, but really it's Coles.
Yeah.
But if you say Barlow, he knows where he's going to get his best fruit. Like, yeah, it's interesting.
Now, I know I said I don't want to make this podcast all about sexual stuff.
Oh, okay.
This actually happened 2 days ago, guys. One of my drivers came back. This was actually on Friday afternoon.
One of your drivers.
Yeah, the G.
Should we?
I won't name
The
him.
G?
I was going to get him on here because he'd tell it. He'd tell a funny story, but
Oh, and he sounds so good while he tells it.
big Chris Hemme, he was
His hand,
He's
dead
massive.
set. Like, he put his arm over my shoulder
he's
to get
massive,
a photo
guys.
with Brandon and I.
yeah, he's massive.
But I must admit, he didn't actually know where he'd put his hand. And I didn't realise because we all just got in there and got the photo. But his hand was like
Massive.
this big.
He give Jake the muscle hide.
I should put the photo up of us.
But you know what he's like? Big,
Oh, he's
big tough
beautiful.
man. Big pop-eyed chicken-eating motherfucker.
Oh,
He come back, he was devastated. He goes, bro, you wouldn't believe what's just happened. I said, what? He was driving along the freeway between Newcastle and Sydney.
yeah,
He's up in a big truck.
yeah.
Big,
He'd need a big truck.
big rigid truck. So
Yeah.
he said, I can see down into vans and cars and that.
Oh,
He said, this bloke was in a van
oh,
on the freeway doing 110 between Newcastle and Sydney,
oh.
flogging his knob. I said, was he just like
Driving?
giving
Was he
it?
driving?
He was driving. Yeah, he didn't pull over to have one. I know a bloke that used to do that too. He'd be on his way to work
Oh.
and he'd just be that horny. He said, "Where are you?" He said,
We won't even talk about
He
that.
said, I'm just in the truck.
Oh, that's R-rated.
I'm just in the truck stop. I just had to knock one out." I said, "Are you fucking serious?" He goes, "Well, I was really horny."
Let's not even.
Anyway,
Don't go there.
That was in a truck stop. This bloke was 110. I said, "It couldn't be." He said, "Bro," he said, I slowed and went back." And he said he wasn't just rubbing it. He didn't have it out. He said he had his shorts out the side. He said, and he was
Do you
just
really have to?
he was just cranking his shaft while he was driving on the freeway. So we got the name of the joint. I'm not going to name it on here.
Oh, the name of
yeah,
the company on the van.
It's a company, yeah.
Well, he's keeping it clean.
So we kept trying to ring him and he wouldn't answer. And then we
you
we texted
serious?
him, he wouldn't answer. And we text him and he texts back. And he goes,
You actually got onto the.
he
I love
goes,
this.
he goes, your driver was doing something very inappropriate, bro. He goes, yeah, I know, I'm onto it. I'm making inquiries. Was it you or him? And he goes, I'm looking into it. I feel like saying, what are you looking into, mate?
They're not on socials.
Fucking no, I'm not going there with their name or anything. It's but I sort of like him. He goes, ring him up. I said, no, just leave it. He said,
How old do you think this guy would be?
oh, they're young, fit as fuck.
Oh, so he might be just really
Yeah,
frustrated.
but how do you do it while you're driving? I couldn't do that. I said I'm ringing him up not to put shit on him. I said I want to get him on the podcast.
Well, if he's a he
Women-
can multitask.
Well, women say all the time men can't multitask.
He can.
Fucking incorrect. I couldn't do it while I was driving.
Jeez.
I couldn't keep my sword hard while I was driving. You'd be there's a lot of concentration goes into it.
Yeah, but you're too busy.
Women don't understand this. Like trying to, it's yeah.
Yeah, but you get in a car. Oh, dead set. He gets in and it's almost like, oh, switch into, literally, out the driveway. He is sitting on top of the steering wheel. It's not that Brandon's anxious, but it seems like he is. And then the commentary starts. Everything's wrong. Everyone's in his way. It's all just stressful. And the whole trip is just like, do these people purposely get out in their cars because I'm in my car? And it goes on and on
Do you
and
know
on.
what really pisses me off?
What?
People you're in a single lane, 100 zone, they sit on 80 the whole time, and then it gets to double lanes and they speed up.
Oh.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh, that's odd.
It's odd. It happens here all the time.
Do you know what I'm sick of? I'm still sick of it. Is people driving in the middle of the road coming at you because they can't understand, keep to your left. Like, we're not in America. You don't have to come on my side.
Or here, what happens in Nelson Bay?
Oh.
Quite common in Nelson Bay. Cars reversing, they just walk straight behind you.
Oh,
Because if you hit me, I'll sue you. Like, don't take any responsibility for your actions.
I can sort of get that if
Oh.
people are driving electric cars because sometimes you can't hear them.
No, they can. I drive a bloody 4-wheel drive.
I know you do.
And they just
Diesel.
and they can see you're halfway out, and they walk behind you. Think there's nothing I'd love to do more than just run you over.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Help the gene pool out of human society and just run you over.
Yeah. Or you go to drive, and my dad always taught me, if you get out of a car, walk around the back to go to the footpath or whatever.
Yeah.
Don't walk around the front. No, everyone walks around the front of the car because you're about to take off and you go, why?
And Newcastle Council, they can get fucked too.
Why?
So what they do in Newcastle, they do roadworks, but I said you put
Oh,
five,
you would
5
drive.
kilometres of witches' hats out. You drive in there, there's all these, and they block 2 lanes, they put all these witches' hats out, and then you get there and no one's doing anything. It's like they just set it up just to fuck your day.
I don't think they do. I think
Oh,
because on the other side of the witch's hat could be a hazard.
Oh.
So they are looking after you, but you just
then I had a truck the other day. I'm sitting behind him. He was doing
don't talk. See,
He was doing 100, or he was doing just under 100. I could have overtaken him. I thought, nah, I know a lot of truckies. I'm not going to be, they go, oh, every car, all they try and do is get around us. I thought, no, I'll just sit behind you. It's all good.
yeah.
We're coming into Raymond Terrace and it's all good. We come into Raymond Terrace in an 80 zone. He's up my ass, and then I went around, he's up my ass, and he overtakes me. Doing 100 in an 80 zone. I thought, you're a fuckwit.
I shouldn't laugh because that's dangerous, but at the same time, like,
But I sat behind you, and at first he couldn't wait to overtake me. It's just like, you serious, man?
wow.
Anyway.
Do you know what? I do have a lot of respect for truck drivers. My dad, when I was younger, drove massive, big fire trucks, with the big ladders on top and everything.
Yep.
And he said to try and get through traffic in Melbourne when there was an incident, he said I'd be going towards traffic in the median
but that's
street,
different.
like through
That's
light.
different.
But no one would move. But he said it's so hard. It's what I'm trying to get at is there's parts of when you're driving a truck that you can't see little cars like at the tail end at a certain spot or at the front.
Oh, anyway, I'm not picking on truck drivers. I know a heap of truck drivers. I love
Yeah.
you guys. This was a one-off, but just I do get cranky in the car, don't
I
I? And the other thing, guys, when there's a cop up that's pulled someone over, booking them,
Yeah.
you don't need to jam the anchors on
Oh, no, the people are nosy.
unless you've got a severed head in your boot. No one cares about you. He's booking someone. He's busy. He's too
Or
busy.
you're carrying a knife for religious
No,
reasons.
but even then, he's busy. He's busy booking someone.
Yeah.
You don't need to jam the anchors on. Look.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Oh, well, give them space. Like, so if it's raining or something, so you don't splash them.
Anyway, that's don't get me on driving. I am a terrible driver, and I take the piss out of everyone.
No, what do you teach the kids when they're driving?
Out of
Do as I say, not as I do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but you are an excellent teacher with driving. I'll give you that. You are so calm and collected, and you are really, if you are actually purposely teaching, you are brilliant.
Yeah.
You are a really brilliant teacher.
Yeah, but when they're driving me, I say don't take any notice of how I drive because it's.
But,
I hope there's no police listening to this.
oh, so what if they are? They probably have a little laugh.
Oh, they've got me plenty of time, so it's.
But I had no comprehension really to the effects of what cars are like around trucks until I sat with Cooking with the Truckie,
Yeah, Brett Gudman, yeah. But I know a lot of truckies, and you can see the cars are just in and out, and they're
Yeah.
swerving, and
Yeah.
all they do is try and get around. I understand all
Yeah.
that. I do feel for the truckies, and you watch them driving around Sydney and that, and you think, God, fuck, that'd be it.
Well, he sat in the car with me and
Trying
I
to
drove
reverse
him from Sydney to Newcastle because he had to catch a flight. And I thought, I didn't know what we're going to talk about because we're from polar opposite worlds. But I actually, we talked about everything, but we got onto the subject of I wanted to know. I said, can you sort of give me a talk through as we're driving what truck drivers don't see, can't see, and the effects of other cars? I said, that way I'm learning. So if I see a big truck in front of me, I know what to do to make their life easier as well and to keep me safe more than anything. And I knew that I had 2 daughters coming up that I had to teach to drive. And it was a real eye-opener on what particularly those big semis and stuff.
Yeah.
Like how big, he drives
Oh, he drives road trains.
road trains,
And
yeah.
he's,
with cattle and-
shout out to Cooking with the Truckie. He just come out of an operation, and he looked death in the eye too.
Did he?
Oh, it was one of those ones where it could
Bit-
go either. Yeah, and he's you know he's.
I knew
old.
he wasn't well.
Yeah, no,
but I
but
didn't
he's come
know-
out of it. He's all good. So yeah, shout out to the truckie.
He's got a good attitude, though.
Jump on his TikTok channel, guys. Cooking with the truckie. You've heard me talk about him before.
Yeah.
He's on TikTok. He just cooks mad feeds on the side of the road.
Yeah.
I've followed him for years. He's
He
absolutely
cooks wholesome meals that are on the side of the road in the middle of, like, he is in the middle of nowhere.
Nah, he's a bloody legend. He's been on the other podcast a heap of times. We might get him on here down the track. We will have phone calls on that down the track, guys. But we just wanted to sort of do 10 or 12 episodes, get established, and then go from there.
But
so.
no, he gets out in the middle of Australia and he cooks his feed and I suppose it gets a bit lonely out there. So he
Well, that's why he
started
did
his cooking channel and
He did his TikToks and he had his count hacked and he had to start again. He had like 40,000
that's
followers.
a bit disappointing.
I said, that's pretty shit. He goes, I don't care. I
Oh,
just do it for a bit of fun, you know. Like he's a character. He really is.
Oh, once you watch him, and I got and he chucks this and he puts that. And
Uses
he
his
tips
hands.
that.
He doesn't.
Oh, he uses his hands, and
Costs a
then
lot of
this is
shit.
a bit I love. He rubs them on his shirt to clean them up. Mind you, that shirt, I know, the rest of the day could quite possibly be covered in
Cow shit. Yeah.
cow shit, pee, and
But he drives road trains, so he's driving the big ones. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
That's a skill in itself.
Now, just talking about coppers. Shout out to the New South Wales Police Force when I was listening to this.
I do like the New South Wales Police Force. They've been good to me.
Just in relation,
Really good to me.
I found this this fact and I wasn't aware of it, and I've actually fact checked it because I saw it on Instagram and I thought that couldn't be true. I fact checked it. This is actually true. Mixing alcohol with diet soft drink gets you more drunk than mixing it with regular soft drink. So if you're pre-mixing drinks,
Do you think it's the chemicals in it?
be very careful. So this is what it said on the report. I fact checked it, and I'll read out what it came back as. This is what the report said. Studies have found that mixing alcohol with diet soda can lead to higher blood alcohol concentrations than mixing it with regular soda. Researchers believe the lack of sugar allows alcohol to leave the stomach faster and enters your bloodstream more quickly.
Lack of
Now,
sugar.
I read that and I thought that just doesn't sound right.
Hang on. So the lack of...
Because and the only reason I was interested in it, because I'm in this category.
But it's
I-
an
I-
artificial sweetener they're using, not sugar.
No, it's the sugar that. But anyway, I just said, is this true? And it come back mostly true. The claim is supported by several scientific studies. Research has found that people who consume alcohol mixed with diet soft drinks can reach higher breath alcohol concentrations than people consuming the same amount of alcohol mixed with regular sugar-sweetened drinks. The leading explanation is also accurate. Sugar slows stomach emptying, which can slow the rate which alcohol reaches the small intestine where it is absorbed. Diet mixes contain little to no sugar. Alcohol can pass through the stomach more quickly and enter the bloodstream faster. So just be careful.
That makes sense.
Just be careful of that, guys, because you measure in standard drinks and that. And I do this. I don't drink anything with sugar in it, bar beer. That's the exception to the rule. But I drink a lot of vodka, and I mix it with sugar-free drinks. So if I'm mixing a standard drink, it's different to if I've got a sugar drink. I didn't know that.
Well, I did mine last night. I had my gin and my soda water and a squeeze of lime, so I was good to go.
But
Yeah, right.
I thought that was very interesting.
Because a lot of drinks, whether you know it or not, has got tons of sugar in it.
Yeah, but I thought the sugar would get you more pissed. Because I know if I drink sugary drinks, I get a terrible
Yeah,
hangover.
but your body's working overtime to process that sugar.
Yeah.
So yeah, that it makes sense. And if you say have a diet drink, it still tastes sweet, but they're using artificial sweetener
Yeah.
to put in there. It's not actual sugar.
No.
So it does make sense.
Anyway, I just thought I'd raise that one. Anyone that wasn't aware of it, just be careful if you drink sugar, because a lot of people do now. They drink sugar-free
Oh,
drinks.
right.
So, and when-
Tips and tricks.
well, you just don't want to get done. You know, like when.
Yeah, but you're not meant to be driving
Oh no, but
if you've had too many drinks, Brandon.
yeah, but if you've had like if you have one or two and you think I've waited an hour, I'll be right. Yeah, you might get caught out. So.
Remember the coppers came around when COVID was on looking for me? And
They came to the door that hang on. And I've been a good boy for a long time now.
I go,
Coppers come to the front door, and I thought, here we go. And there's two of them, and they're up and about. I thought, there's two of them. This is serious.
they bought the divvy van and everything.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Fuck, I haven't done anything in years. And I said, what? Can I help you out, champ?
Paint the picture. He's sitting up on our front, veranda upstairs, looking out, enjoying the sun. And I was in the backyard doing gardening.
Yeah, they pulled into our driveway, and you could see all the neighbours are going, ooh. And I thought, here we go. And I thought, I haven't done it. No, nothing's. Why are you here? So I said, what's wrong, champion? He said, we're here for Natalie Aythorne.
Does she live here?
Does she live here? I said, well, I'd hope so. I said, what's she done? He said, we need to speak to Natalie Aythorne. I thought, this would be priceless. So I went out the back.
No, you said to him, oh, no, what did you say? They're normally probably looking for me.
I said, I thought you were looking for me.
Yeah, I haven't done anything wrong. And I went, why would you say that?
I went out the back. I said, Nat, there's two cops at the door. I want to talk to you. He goes, fuck off, idiot. I said, no, they're here.
I said, I'm gardening. And he goes, babe, no, seriously, come out. I went.
And then they were checking. You'd come back from Victoria, and they were checking that you'd been COVID tested, but it actually happened.
No, I was isolating.
Yeah, but it was 2 months ago.
No, it was 3.
Yeah, they were right out on their time. That was
And I looked at him, I said, what? They said, you're meant to be isolating. I said, why? What have I done? Where have I been? I said, oh, and Brandon's going, she never does anything wrong. And he's almost cheering,
started
going,
laughing.
yeah, she's done something wrong.
He said, we're here for Natalie Aythorne. I started laughing. I said, really? I said, what's she done? He goes, oh, we need to speak to her about that. I said, well, she's never done anything wrong in her life. I've known her since she was 16.
So at that stage, I had been moving about between Newcastle and Melbourne. Anyway, and I had to document when I isolated. I actually had to document my every movement. So I was allowed to go get food, like essentials. I was allowed to go for a walk, but I had to write the day, the time, the date, where I'd been, who I'd been in contact with, and my movements while I was in Victoria.
Yeah.
So, and I had to have border passes and everything. So I had all the documentation. But that was 3 months ago. And they're going, no, you're meant to be isolating. I said, hang on, what date?
That was a mess.
Anyway, these poor young coppers started to sort of look at each other. And I said, hang on a minute. I said, what I'll do is I'll go get all the documentation for you and you can go through it. And then, but they said, no, we've been notified today that we need to go. I said, well, your system's a bit sluggish. Anyway, and their son,
3 months ago,
you could see them almost looking at each other going, God, I feel stupid.
Oh, they had egg on their face. So they couldn't get out of there quick enough.
But I felt sorry for them. I said,
they went there with all. I
offered them a coffee. Do you want to just
They were all up and about, and then when they realised how stupid they looked, they couldn't get out of there quick.
Oh, the poor guys. I said to them, do you want to come in, have a coffee while you go through the documents? So I got out my border passes, my notes, because I had to go through, have an inquiry done on me to make sure that I was going into Victoria for the right reasons. So they had to put an investigation out on me.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And then I had legal documents and I had notes and everything.
Yep.
Anyway, so they looked at it all and they're all dated and timed and the passes were and they've gone, this is really bizarre. We haven't had this happen with other people that we've had to check in on. I said, look, I did isolate. I said, you just missed it. I said, but, I'm isolating today. I'm gardening, if that helps. And they're like, yeah, righto. And, yeah, anyway, the poor guys.
That whole thing was a debacle.
Oh, and these two young coppers, you could see them almost going,
oh, yeah. Oh, you've got egg on your face.
But they must have been bored too those times because no one was doing anything.
No, it was ridiculous. The whole thing was ridiculous.
I just felt sorry for them because...
The whole COVID thing was ridiculous.
But, yeah, I tried to make it a little bit funny and Brandon's go, oh, can't you just book her for something?
Yeah, just book her.
Like, she's so angelic, that thing.
Handcuff her.
Yeah. Yeah, handcuff her. I've been handcuffed before by a copper.
Have you?
Yep.
I never have.
Yep, I have. And it hurt. I didn't like it.
What did I handcuff you for?
Well, standing at the back of the police car and he had the boot up and he was rummaging around in there to find something and then next second he handcuffed me.
Oh, no, I have been actually. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, he handcuffed me and It was quite funny. It was a friend of mine, senior sergeant, and he
I'd
handcuffed
handcuff him and put him in the back of the van.
and I was a teenager, but I shit myself. I was like, I said, get the keys. And he goes, oh no, I've left the keys at the station. I said, I can't stay like this. And it really hurt.
Yeah.
But it was amazing how quick he was. And then he started laughing. He goes, no, I've got the keys. Stop panicking. But it was quite funny
I
that.
must have a little risk because it happened to me when I was 18. I was working at Singleton. Remember I left Swan
Yeah,
Singleton?
you left me
I
there.
don't think I've told you this story.
No.
So I'm driving back I got to about Branxton and this copper was right up my arse and I thought I wasn't speeding, I wasn't doing anything
Yeah,
wrong.
right.
And they waited till I turned off down this dirt road. They followed me and
Oh, you have,
I
yes.
went, fuck. I thought, this is serious. And they
This
didn't.
is hairy.
No, but I kept driving and they didn't pull me over. And I thought, what the fuck is going on here? Like, they followed me for about 5 Ks down this dirt road.
No.
That's when I started thinking something's really fucked up here.
Why did you go down a dirt
I
road?
was going to work.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It was on a Sunday. I used to go out there
Yeah,
Sunday.
yeah.
I was in livestock. I was checking the cattle on
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And they've gone down this dirt road and they've pulled me over. They got me right away from obviously the mainstream traffic, pulled me over, and then they just had the light and I'm pulled over and then nothing was happening. 2 of them get out of the car, guns drawn, and I'd put me in. I said, oh shit, either these cunts are going to kill me.
Brandon.
And they got our guns drawn. I'd never had a gun pulled on me before.
Oh,
And I said, I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but they said, get out of the fucking car.
what the hell?
I said, what's the go here? They said, get out of the fucking car now.
You'd almost like
And
poo your pants.
And they said, keep your hands up, get out of the car. And I opened the door and they said, go to the back of the vehicle and put your hands on the back of the vehicle. I said, I haven't. I said, what's going on? They said, just do what you fucking told. And I put my hands on the back, with the fucking guns on me. Got me, handcuffed me. And they said, just lean up, just stay there. I went right through the car and that. I thought they were going to do something, like shoot me or something. And then they've gone back to the car.
Did you have your kit on you or
No, I had
stock
nothing.
whip
No,
or
I
gun?
had nothing. I had
nothing.
I had nothing. They went through the car, and I knew there was nothing in there. And I thought, what's all? Like, why do I
is
get
going
guns drawn on me? And then they went back into the vehicle, and they were there for like
Did they have your license?
15 minutes. No, I was handcuffed, and they went back to the vehicle for about 15 minutes. I'm thinking, these guys are going to take me in the bush and fuck me in the ass or something, and then murder me or something. I thought this is crazy. And he come back, and then he comes back and he and lets me off, like unhandcuffs me. And I turned around and I was shaking. And I said, what? He said, oh, you're free to go now. I said, I'm sorry. I said, what the fuck's going on? And I was shaking. He said, oh, you're a bit startled. I said, bit startled?
You just drew guns on me.
I just had 2 9mm put on me. And he goes, nah, it's all right. He goes, I said, what was all that about? He said there was a green ute that was sighted. And there was a road rage, and old mate pulled a rifle out of the ute. He said, we've been sitting there for however long, and he said, you were the green, you matched the description.
Oh, sickening.
So they thought I was armed. You know, mate, it put the wind up me.
And inside of them, they'd be thinking, I've got him.
No, they didn't. They weren't mucking around. You know when you know they're not, they weren't, circling, please see your license.
They had their pistol
They got out of the car and they said, get out of the fucking car. Like that. But to their defence, they thought I was armed.
Oh, I get now, but
I'm not having a crack at the coppers.
no,
but when it
just
happened,
doing their job.
When it happened, I proper shit myself, And then they just said, "Oh, right, mate, you have a good day," and this and that, and they just drove away. And I'm still standing there with my hands on the back of the ute, going, "What the fuck just happened?" I was like, "There's something going on. I've had a fucking gun pulled on me before," like. Yeah, they meant business.
Yeah, because you'd be processing, what the hell just happened to me? Is this make believe?
I'm not screaming a bit.
No.
If I was a copper, I would have done exactly the same thing. Because like he said there's a green ute. He said you were the only green ute on the freeway.
They're kind of lucky that, not that they would have known it.
And this was 20.
But imagine if you pulled up
20 years ago.
Say something like myself, who's never been really around guns or anything. Like, I'd be petrified.
They didn't even say sorry. Look, I was there. I was like...
They're probably on the job going, shit, we've got to go back and
right,
get
mate,
the
you're
right
right to go.
one.
And he goes, oh, you're a bit startled. I'm like, yeah.
Wow.
So, yeah, I actually have been handcuffed before, so...
That's amazing.
That was fucked up, but anyway. And it was because it was... And I thought... I kept thinking the whole time while I was handcuffed at the back, why have they taken me so far away so no one can see? And the reasoning would be because if there were shots fired, they don't want to have it anywhere near the freeway.
No.
But that's when I thought these guys are going to be. I thought they were like corrupt cops or something, and they were going to
There
fucking.
again, if they're going to shoot you and
Or
make
they were
a
gonna
mess,
frame me or
at least
something, or,
it's
you know,
out
that-
the bush, you kick a bit.
I thought they were
over it.
two corrupt coppers, and I thought they're going to frame me. They're going to put.
Woof, creek, eat your heart out.
Yeah, but even when they, if they put drugs in the car and say that they were mine, like I thought something like that was going to happen, But anyway, that's there's a yarn I forgot about,
Wow.
Anyway,
Wow.
do you want to go to fan mail?
Oh, yeah. That'd be good.
Rightio. Now, last week, I made the comment that there's people.
Oh, yeah.
On YouTube between 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Two of them have surfaced, and I think the third one's my mother. She I don't know how to take this as a compliment or not. She wakes up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and she goes, "Oh, I listen to you too, and you laugh and that." And she said it puts me to sleep. I'm like, oh, it's not kind of what we're going for, but and I sort of said, "Oh, I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or not." She said, "No, just when you've she was with Dad for 50 years, and she said when you
50 years?
yeah."
Whoa.
So she said when they were she was like 22 when they got married.
19 when she met him?
She met him about 19, but she said when you've had someone, she said that it's the silence, and she said it's just the voices.
Well, she's got the dog.
And she said I hear you and I hear Nat, and it's just familiar voices, and she said she just loves it.
It's comforting.
So she said but she said it's because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I fall asleep. And she said I really listen to it, but so she's one of them.
She actually told me to hear you happy and joyful. It comforts her.
Yeah.
It's almost like, when, like, mothers, I think, do it more than blokes do.
Yeah.
But you go to bed and you mentally check in with, okay, are my kids okay? Yep. Is mum and dad okay? Yep. You mentally checking in. It's like you debrief with yourself, like, in split second to make sure, okay, I can go to sleep now. Like, my job's done as the nurture and the feminine in the house.
Yeah.
And your mum has basically shared that with me, that to hear your voice, it's comforting.
But even just to hear voices, like years ago before we were doing podcasts,
company around the house.
I used to listen to Alpha Blokes, and I'd be down in the shed stuffing around with fishing gear, and you're there by yourself, and it is a little bit lonely by yourself. Yeah. I'd put them on, and they'd just be talking absolute shit, but it was like having
mates around,
two other blokes talking shit, and they'd be talking about just like us. They just talk about just everyday shit. It's like having two of your mates there and you're sort of laughing and you're going, yeah, I do that. Like it's, I think having those voices in the background is a big thing.
See, I find sometimes when I'm working, because I work solo and I'm move about a bit, and sometimes I'm on my own for quite a few hours, I pop a podcast on and it's not, sometimes I don't want to talk to people. I just don't want to
listen to it.
But if I hear it, like you say, sitting down in the shed, it's just nice to hear a conversation going on that you don't have to
contribute to it,
and you don't have to try and even listen to it if you half listen.
So anyway, two of them have surfaced.
Okay.
This one comes from Shane. Hey bro, just listening to your podcast and watching it this morning. It cracked me up how you said 7 people are watching it between 1 and 4 in the morning. That's fucking me at the gym. 3 o'clock every morning I go.
Yeah.
Well done, mate. That's what I thought. That's an early time to be listening to podcasts. But, mate, if you're in the gym at 3 o'clock, that's dedication. Shout out to your brother. Keep doing it.
Oh, yeah. So good for you.
Your health is your wealth, mate. And you can have all the money in the world and you look at what's happened with Dad. That your health, that's your real wealth.
Do you know what I like?
You
he's
doing
choosing that time of the morning too, where his family's probably asleep and he's getting it done to make sure he's in his best space, physically and mentally.
No, shout out to you, mate. You keep doing that. That's 3 o'clock hitting the gym. That's dedication, bro.
And if we can join you in the gym, I think that's fabulous.
No, he said he's liking the podcast. So appreciate it, mate. I really do.
Yeah.
The next one comes from Paul. Now, he's a butcher. That's what I said to you before. Shout out to all you butchers out there that have followed me over to this podcast.
Well, again, they spend a lot of time prepping in the morning.
Well, that's what he said.
It's dark, everyone's still in bed and they're prepping for the days.
But he said, Paul, I watch you and Nat, and he watches the Meat Game podcast as well. I watch you and Nat at 3 a.m. I get up and on my way to work at Butcher's. He starts at 4:30.
Yeah.
He said, I listen while I'm driving on the freeway. So he watches.
Oh, that's fantastic.
He said he watches a little bit of it at home, and and Shane said the same thing. What he doesn't watch, he listens to in the car. So yeah,
That's so good.
So there's 2 of them, guys.
I like that.
Yeah.
And Mum.
Oh, I knew Mum was one of them. So
I've been thinking about your mum a lot, actually.
no, she's heading up here soon. So
Is she?
Yeah. So,
Good. I'll pamper her. I'll look after her.
Yeah, she'll be on her way to Sydney.
I'll make her a mean-ass coffee and...
I don't know where we're going to sleep her because this used to be a
Spare
bedroom,
room.
but it's now a podcast studio. So
She won't care.
no.
As long as she's with us, she won't. And your mum's a good, like, when she's with us, she's a good sleeper.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, does that mean our 2 sausage Alfie's girlfriend's turning up?
Yeah, Alfie keeps trying to root Mum's dog, but anyway.
Oh, poor Tilly. She's D-sex, but Alfie's not.
Alfie doesn't care.
But
And he holds the goal.
He's like Pepe Le Pew. He just bounces after her and just...
Well, he's watched us a few times.
He goes, wee wee, come here, my beautiful. I want to make sweet love to you.
He's watched us a few times. So.
Didn't he pull your sock off once?
Oh, he licked me foot. No, that's right. No, I had my socks on. And he was only a pup, and he started grabbing me by the foot. I'm trying to flick him off, and I thought I was trying a new move, you know.
Good thing you didn't moo. Moo.
Anyway, that's probably what's going on there. Right, are you ready for it?
What?
Stevenson's Corner.
Oh, here we go. Love
Here
it.
we go. Right, the first one I'm going to read out. The second one is a video that he sent.
Okay.
He said, My wife told me to be more in touch with my feminine side.
Feminine?
My wife told me to be more she wants to see me more in touch with my feminine side. So I crashed the car.
No!
Then I ignored her all day long for no reason.
That's dumb. That's a dumb joke. Stevenson, do better and get better.
Here's the second one, guys.
What did Pinocchio's girlfriend sing when she sat on his face? Tell me lies, tell me sweet little lies.
That one's good.
There we go. That's Stevenson's Corner for this week, guys. The great man. He sent a lot through, but
You must be very in touch with your feminine side then.
I haven't crashed a car in ages. What?
No, but you've crashed a car
Yeah. Well, what? When I was young.
and you do the silent treatment.
I don't do the silent. There we
You
go.
do.
There we go.
I talk away to you and you just
talk
walk
all
off.
the time. I don't get a
do.
chance to get a word in.
Yes, you do. You yep.
Oh.
You
Righty.
even just talk just for the hell of it, just to get a bite.
You talk underwater. You'll read it. You'll read out your own eulogy at your funeral. I
Probably.
don't need anyone to do yours.
Actually, I've actually thought of that because everyone gets up and says all these lovely
They'd
things.
be lowering the coffin in here.
No, I actually want to do a recording and play it at my funeral. One of the best funerals.
Well, I hope I'm not there.
This sounds terrible, but I sat
I
with
hope I go before you do.
I sat with a client of mine, and she knew her time was extremely limited, and she'd been writing away, and it was really. I actually felt really special that she shared this with me, and she said to me that she was going to write the last word and the last say.
Yeah.
So the last thing that everyone was taking away from her funeral was what she had written.
Yeah.
And I thought that was the most spectacular
it's
thing
pretty
that
cool.
she did for herself. And she said, I want everyone to walk away with something that I've put into this and them to feel, feel good about what she had written and her sharing to them.
Yeah.
She gave back. And she didn't tell me exactly what was in it. But when I heard it, I could hear her, what she said, this is my intention and this is what I wanted to put in it.
Yeah.
It was the best thing ever.
That's
It was
like
the
that.
most beautiful way
It's like that.
to send her,
It's
on
like
her
that
journey.
series Afterlife. Ricky Gervais.
Yeah. Oh, isn't that
Oh,
the
it's
best.
Probably about 5 years old now.
But we've watched it how many times?
He's he's a funny man, Ricky Gervais,
Yeah.
but it's funny, but it's so deep as well.
Yeah.
It's such a good movie. I love it. So anyone who hasn't watched it, it's called Afterlife. It's on Netflix. It's like a series. It's like 4-part series or whatever.
But it's very realistic.
It's very
isn't it, about
realistic.
grief
It's
and after.
It's hilarious through
Yeah,
it. Like
yeah.
Ricky Gervais, I'm a massive fan.
I
of his.
love Ricky Gervais.
And I love how he pushes things right to the limit of not getting in trouble, but he wouldn't want to go any further. He's a very, very funny man. So it is hilarious, but he gets his point across, and it's very, very deep and powerful. So, yeah, Afterlife, guys, have a look at it if you haven't already checked it out.
I also love that he rescues dogs
Yeah,
and he sees dogs for what they really are.
yeah,
I didn't get it until I got
yeah,
my little black sausage.
yeah.
Yeah, me little doodle.
Rightio, we'll go to quote of the week.
Oh.
Now, this one comes through from Mitch from the Australian Brisket Board.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've done a podcast with Mitch on if you go on the Meat Game podcast, I can't remember what episode it is, but look it up. He sells top end brisket boards, guys.
I feel grateful we have one in our kitchen.
I'll put his details up there now.
Yeah.
Australian Brisket Board. We've got one in our kitchen. Absolute top end product. It's quite well priced for what it is, but he just doesn't muck around. Like these aren't cheap boards. These are proper.
But
top end
you need.
boards.
I'm obsessed with,
And all sizes. Like this, he doesn't.
and it's a good timber cutting board.
Yeah, he's done one that's at the MLA. It's that big. We did a podcast
You
on
have
it.
to elaborate on MLA. What does that?
Meat and Livestock Australia.
Yes.
I'll put a few examples up there now, guys, as we're doing it. But yeah, Australian Brisket Board. Look him up. All his details are up there now. If you would like to get hold of one of them, if you can't get hold of him, sing out to us, and we'll get you in touch with him.
But at the same time, his boards, you're investing in a lifelong piece of equipment that's in your kitchen.
You'd hand these down to your kids.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah, and the ones after that, like
and
they
I
are so
said that,
well
I
done.
said that to him. The only problem you've got, you do such a good job. They're a buy once only thing.
But he said that's not a problem.
He said no. He said what happens? He said people buy them, and he said they'll buy like a steak board or whatever. Then they want a bigger one, or they want a smaller one.
Yeah.
Or he said then they want to get
Camping
one for
one.
their dad. They
Yeah.
want to get one for their.
Yeah.
So he said I'm selling. He sold out at Christmas time. He just got smashed. They're just such a good product.
Actually, good Christmas gift.
Oh, they're beautiful. Go and check him out, guys. And he's an absolute legend. He's also a business mentor. He doesn't just do brisket boards. He's also a business mentor. Brilliant fella. I did a podcast with him last year, and I walked in. You know, you come across people and you think, oh, we'll always keep in touch with this fella because he's just one of those people that you just ring for advice or you ring. He's just a really good human being.
Did you like him because you could look him in the eye?
No, he's just a go-getter.
Because he's
just a winner.
your height?
He's just a winner. Oh, and I'm taller than him. So, and I put a bit of shit on him about that too, Mitch. But yeah, look him up, guys. Absolute legend. I enjoyed my time around him. It was absolutely
He does
awesome.
what I picked up from watching him. He oozes goodness.
Yep.
He oozes.
But he says things as they are too. And
Yeah.
it's one of those people, he won't tell you what you want to hear. He's not scared to
No.
tell you something that you need to be told, but you
Yeah.
don't want to hear it.
But he does it in such a
If you're-
beautiful way. He executes it.
Yeah, but he'll call you out and he'll
Yeah.
tell you things as they are.
Yeah.
If you're smart, you'll shut up and listen. If you're a dickhead, you'll go, what's he know? You know, who's he?
Yeah, yeah.
Who's he think he is?
Yeah, wealth
So anyway,
of knowledge. But
Mitch from the Australian Brisket Board, guys, I'm going to pop him on now.
go Mitchie.
Okay, so I just want to start by obviously welcoming everybody, but there's something important that I want to share with you. We always talk about training, we always talk about development. There's two messages for me. Throughout your life, so put aside your work life, you as a person, you are going to have a lot of battles. You are going to come under a lot of criticism. You are going to be at loggerheads. And who do you think that's going to be with? Yourself. Because you're going to be your harshest critic. You are going to be your biggest enemy.
Yep.
You are going to create yourself all the doubt. Most rational humans, the battle is always with yourself. So it's fitting that we're not here today learning about power tools and timber types, because we're a cutting board business, right? It makes sense. It's about you. Everything has to lead back to you. If you want to succeed, you'll succeed. If you want to fail, you'll allow yourself to fail. If you say it's hard, there's every likelihood it's going to be really hard. You know, look at it this way. There's winning or learning. Failure is when you stop.
Yep.
And that's something that's absolutely vital for you to be clear with. Now, the second thing is, does anyone know where growth comes from? What is it that you have to experience to get growth? More specifically, discomfort.
Yeah.
Discomfort. Growth comes from discomfort. If you're a marathon runner and you want to get better, you don't just run at pace that you're comfortable with. You run to a point of exhaustion, you run to a point of discomfort. If you're an athlete, if you're a scientist, if you're a bodybuilder, if you're a sports, discomfort comes in different forms. It's not just being gassed. Today's probably going to be a little bit out of your comfort zone. That's where growth comes from. Make the most of it, enjoy it.
Thank you.
We're in good hands.
100%. He's so right.
Start teaching your kids young
Yeah.
that it's okay to fall over.
Yeah.
It's okay to find
Like
it
he said,
tough.
he said, if you haven't hit your goal, or if people will say, oh, you failed, you didn't win that time. If you either learn from it, you only fail when you stop. And like you said, your biggest person that's going to put shit on you more than anyone is that voice in your head.
Oh, yeah.
And we've all had that.
Yeah.
And that even that voice telling you that I can't do this, I'm not good enough, or oh, this is too hard. And he's right. You can walk into something confidently and think, I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm going to just keep pounding until I get my result. I don't give a fuck what I've got to do. And you go into it confidently and you think, that wasn't so bad. That didn't hurt, you know. Oh, that you know, I'm gassed in that, but I can do it again. I'm going to come back tomorrow. I'm going to do it harder. Or we can walk in there with the attitude going, oh, this is too hard. Oh, look at the size of that mountain. I'll never get up there. No, too hard. I'm just going to quit. That's when you failed. That's when you're a failure. Because once you fail, that's when that whole dream stops.
Yeah, and when you're...
And you're the one that makes the call on that.
Yeah.
Check in with yourself, like he said.
Yeah. Even
So,
if
yeah.
you've got to cry and kick your heels through it,
Yep.
keep going.
100%. But
I was told once, if you're having a shit moment where you're like, oh, it's all too hard. Okay, you got 5 minutes to feel like that. Give yourself 5 minutes.
yeah.
You're allowed to have your sook up time for 5 minutes and doubt yourself.
Yep.
And then after that 5 minutes, literally, or 5-10 minutes,
Yep.
show's over,
Yep.
back on track.
Yep. But even if you're going into competition, you think, I'm going to win this, I'm going to win it, and you don't, you come fifth. You think, instead of going, oh, well, it's, you know, look at it and go, all right, next time, what can we do better? Or what can we, next time, I'm going to win this. You can lose for the next 10 times. Most successful people, they've failed heaps more times than they've won. They only won once. They failed 20 times before that, but they kept turning up and kept going back and wouldn't give up. And then that one, you've only got to win once. And that's what he's saying. So
Something else I took away from last night, and I learnt, it's funny, I sit there and I socialise, but at the same time I take a lot away from it, is that I listen to different stories, but in my head I thought it's amazing how, and this matches in with what we're talking about, is sometimes it's not your own head, it's the person you're around or the people you're around. They're telling you, you're not, I've had this, you're not good enough, you aren't doing well enough, you're not enough, you're ugly, you're not dressing right, you're not cooking a meal right, you're not a good enough mother, you're not. If you're around people like that, sometimes it can start to replay in your head. You hear them, even if they're not around, you'll do something and go, oh, I probably can't do that because they're the wrong people to be surrounded
I was
by.
just about to say, you've got to be selective of who you listen to. Now, if you're trying to achieve a goal, regardless of what it is, I don't care what it is, if it's in sport, if it's in business, I don't care what it is. The only person you ever listen to is the bloke that's completed what you're trying to do. It's the only one. Don't listen to these blokes on the sideline that haven't done it. Don't listen to their dickheads. Don't listen to them. Oh, they're not dickheads, but they haven't done it. The only person you listen to is the bloke that's been there before you and achieved what you're trying to achieve. That's the only person you listen to. And when they speak, you shut up and you listen, you know.
And if your friend group or the people you're around,
Yeah, don't listen to them. They'll tell you can't do it, or you're too this, or you're too
or
that.
they're picking on you for you being your authentic self, they're not
Fuck
a
'em
friend
off.
group.
Fuck them off.
No.
Yeah.
But don't allow your precious life and your
No.
precious time to be wasted.
If someone's bringing you down, fuck them off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to see. This is where I look at our young, and they're trying to fit in with a group. They're trying to mix with friends. They're trying to be part of something, which is normal human
Natural,
behaviour.
Yeah, it's natural.
But
They're still learning lessons. That's natural. It's all
if
part
we
of it.
can educate them in a way where you're not telling them what to do, but what to look for and what to nourish their minds with. And as a parent, you do have to sit and think about how you speak to, your kids from a young age, because there's research in brain scanning that it does matter how you say things and what you say to your kids. You can muck about and everyone can have a bit of fun, but it does really matter.
But there's also some too, and I was one of them. I'm going to come out and say this. Don't bash yourself up too much as a parent.
No.
Sometimes you can give them exactly the right message. My dad did this, taught me the right lessons, but the kid just doesn't listen because he thinks he knows. He doesn't. He thinks he knows. And those sort of type of people, they learn from experience, which I did.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to do it again. If I was reborn again, I would have listened to him.
Yeah.
But some kids learn from experience, and unfortunately, sometimes they've got to go out and experience what they don't want to realise what they do want. And then they sit back where I am now and go, he was right the whole time. If you had to just listen to him when you were young, things would have been a lot different throughout your life. But that was my journey, and that's how it went. But so if you can teach your kid all the right thing, don't bash yourself up as a parent. My parents were perfect. My dad, you've heard me talk about him. The level of respect I got for him is phenomenal. I still went out and made mistakes and there were things that he warned me about. I went and did them anyway and made mistakes because that's the way I learnt.
But he was teaching you probably through mistakes he made.
Sometimes you just got to let them make that mistake and learn from it. So
Yeah. Even as a parent, we're learning how to be a parent. No one told us how to be parents.
there's no user manual, and every kid's different. Every kid's got to be treated differently. So,
But you got to also, I think you have to bring it back to the brain is still developing.
Yeah.
So there are things that if you speak to, say, a 14-year-old male, his brain hasn't developed enough to understand what you're actually pointing out.
and at 14 years old, there's only one thing that they've just discovered that's not just for pissing out of. They've all these hormones and emotions are going on, and it's just you're pulling like a V8 supercar.
Well, females have got the same. They've got so many hormonal changes.
It's a hard thing, but like the parenting, it's there's no instruction manual, is there? So you just do your best. So.
Yeah, and as you get older, again, we're learning how to grow older and be the ones guiding them. Like we haven't got a manual.
No. And we've got a lot of young people. I noticed in the analytics that there's a lot of young people listening to this. If we can help you guys in any way, shape or form. If you want to reach out to us in any way, guys, if you want to get in touch with anyone or you want to send some fan mail through or you just want to ask us a question off air, our email address, I'll put it up there now. It's a betterhalfpodcast123@gmail.com.
Yep.
Shoot it out. If you've got a message and want to remain anonymous, I've had that a couple of times.
Yep.
That's not a problem at all.
Yeah.
And even with the fan mail and that, I might just say the first name. I'm very cautious about naming people. Some people, they want to live a private life, and I respect that. I used to be one of them.
Yeah.
But we're just jumping on here. We're trying to help people as much as we can. So I've changed that way, but I do understand that if you want to remain private, I do fully understand that. So
even shoot us through a question if you're sitting there going,
anything.
I don't know how to think this through because I feel like
we can help you guys in any way you sing out.
Yep, happy to.
Done.
And if we can't, well, we'll just say, no, I'm lost there. I don't have any guidance, but we'll try and do it in the best way.
Shoot us through an email, guys, and we'll address it.
So have you heard any more about this mint body wash?
No, I'm sick of hearing about it. No, I have, and I'm sick of hearing it. I'm never going to go there. I'm sick of hearing about it. I want to go get a bottle for myself now.
Well, Mum bought you a big bottle, but
I didn't bring it home. But she bought me one when I was down there. But I'm going to go get a bottle. But I don't want to talk about mint body wash anymore. Everyone's on it. We should, and that company. If you are from that company, we do need some help. I reckon their sales would have gone through the roof. But it is a good product.
Well, it's funny because It got discussed last night. And someone had bought it for their teenage son.
Yeah, don't put it on your balls.
It cools it.
Yeah, you get cold balls after it. You can put it on your shaft and it feels good.
But it seems to be mums are buying it for their sons.
Yeah, don't put it on your balls.
Yeah, there's been a couple
Just get the soap and...
You don't have to do demo. Is that what you do?
Actually,
What?
we don't really have time.
Why? What for?
The bloke and his pooing patterns. We'll talk about that next week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're running out of time.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
That was bizarre. We're going to discuss that next week, guys. We're running out of time. Stu's got to have a hell of a lot on. He's got to do a very, very quick edit. We've got to post this in the morning.
Go get yourself some mint body wash.
So, guys, we're going to wrap it up there. Have a brilliant week. I hope you got a brilliant weekend planned.
Happy Wednesday.
We'll be here next week. See you then.
Bye.